Hey, what's up, guys? This is Team Hard Life Captain Albert Sartucci, and I've got a compilation video of very fast forwarding through a lot of reel spooling, down spooling, knot tying, and this is probably about 2 days of putting this all together. But it's more than just spooling videos. It's more of teaching our customers and subscribers that what a tackle shop goes through, especially us, in passing on the knowledge of what we're doing and why we're doing it and how we're doing it. It's so much more, especially for our new subscribers. This is very important.
Gotta bite. I think I got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I got a line. I'ma call the whole team.
With all types of fishing, everybody does things their own way. Some because they've been taught that way, others because they've seen other people do it, and then finally because nobody's taught them and they're doing their own thing. Or there's so many variables. There's so many ways that people say, I've seen a little bit of this, seen a little bit of that, and I'm trying my own. Or, I've seen it work and it doesn't work for me, but I know this does work for me because it has. There's just so many things to work. And for us in our channel here at Team Hard Life, we have done so much fishing, and the many generations of lifetimes that the crew has put together. There's a lot of knowledge that has been bounced, been tested, been broken, been proven, been every avenue of us, and yet to this day we're still learning so much. So what we're doing is we're trying to get as much knowledge down on video as possible, so that way we can pass it on to the next generations. And like I said, it may work for them, it may not, but it would be real selfish of us for not to be taking that extra step and putting it on video, because for one, I'm not very good at English. I never was. It's not my strong suit, and so y'all can hear in my videos I got bad English and I got worse English. But at the same time, I'm getting the points across, and I'm making it and simplifying it as easy as I can. Because like I said, a lot of the verbiage that is there for fishing is not created through a textbook or anything. It's mostly created because everything is hand engineered or created on a necessity of the style of fishing that everybody's getting into, and or discovering what they need to do to make it work. So this is us, and some people are tired of the spooling videos. I've actually got some feedback about that, and I'm like, okay, but then they're kind of missing the point of why I'm doing it. You know what I mean? It's like I said, there's all kinds of knowledge in there, and it's up to people to sit there and try and search of what I'm putting on there. Yes, it helps for me to post my knowledge and or raise questions and then get y'all to start thinking, but at the same time too, with my channel, that's the thing. Always keep your mind open, think outside the box, and try to figure out why is he doing this. I mean, if you can't figure it out, then throw a question. I have no problem answering them. And please don't ever feel that, like, I know I'll post, I'm on there, I'm real busy, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but a lot of that has to do with more of when we were pretty slow, when we were pretty stocked up, when we had all our gear and sales were just extremely slow, there was nothing for us to really do. So we had time to sit there and talk to our customers and just kind of shoot the breeze, basically, is what it was. We were taking up time throughout the day, and we were helping them take up the day. And so that's where a lot of that time came from, for us to talk to our customers. Right now that we're extremely busy, I'm still answering questions, still doing what I need to do, but also keeping in mind, we got customers that are demanding, product from us that they've paid for, and we've got to put it together and get it out there. And if we're just sitting there talking all the time, it's not going to allow us the ability to keep those customers happy. So we do ask for y'all patience with us. We're doing everything we can as quickly as we can and as productive as we can do it, because again, y'all will see, everybody makes mistakes, and I for one will admit that there are times when I am asleep at the wheel. I hate to say it, but yes, there are times, and I'm really grateful that y'all catch it and let me know, hey, there's something missing here, this and that. I do appreciate it. Constructive criticism goes a long way. So I'm gonna chill out for a little bit. I'll come back on toward the end of the video, and I hope y'all really enjoy this. I call these the most satisfying videos of line spooling. Alright, this is one of them videos right there that, you know, we deal with a lot of hollow core braid, and the reason we're dealing a lot with it is because we have discovered that it saves us a ton of money in the long run of spooling reels, not only for ourselves, for our customers. I mean, we are fishermen as well. You know, we go out and we fish tournaments. We fish to win. We don't fish just to fish. And yes, it's out there having a good time, but I mean, we're very, very competitive. But at the same time, too, we respect the sport. We do what's necessary to stay within the guidelines of the rules and parameters. And, you know, using every advantage we can legally, we will take it, you know. That's why rules and guidelines are set up at any tournament, is telling you what you can and can't do. And by us being able to use every advantage of doing what we can do, it's how we get ahead. It's keeping our eyes open to what is going on, what will work for us, what doesn't work for us. And then, you know, we do, you know, a brain register. We registered, hey, that did work for us last time, but it's working for us now. But at the same time, too, people have suggested for us to keep a logbook of, you know, high tides, low tides, and stuff like that. And, you know, I've talked to several guides that have been doing that for years and years. One guy, probably 2 decades. And he has also seen and verified that from when he was doing it then to what he's doing now, that it's not the same style of fishing that he has done. Now, there's other places that, yeah, that same style will work, but the areas change. When hurricanes come through, floods come through, or just different things change the way you fish from year to year. For us, we haven't had a seaweed problem in a while. I went out yesterday, and I really wouldn't call it a seaweed problem, but it was enough to let us know that, hey, you know, it's going to get bad, so do we want to stick it out, or do we want to go ahead and call it quits? We ended up leaving, and I haven't talked to the guys that actually stayed, but, you know, it was a choice that we made upon the knowledge that we've already gained from fishing those events way before. Now, a lot of the guys that are getting into the shark fishing scene now haven't experienced those real bad issues of the huge seaweed piles, the islands coming through, and, you know, it's it's going to be a rude awakening for them, but at the same time, too, that's going to really show them, hey, man, that's what some real heavy shark fishing was about for us, when we would fish through it or fish around it or learn how to deal with it. So that's just another little tidbit of information right there. All right, so y'all have seen a wide diverse of reels, really big, really small, the high end reels, and then you even done some old school, really big and medium size, and even some real small ones. Not on this video, but on other videos. So, like I said, there's actually a lot of knowledge in watching these spooling videos, because as we go through and check the lines and putting it on, taking it off, not tying, we're also running into problems with the different braids. We are firsthand on the front line when spooling these reels, so our hands are the first ones to touch them. And so with me, I spool every single reel with my fingers on the line. I'm real sensitive on the fingertips, so it helps me find any flaws in the lines, and it allows me to give my customers first-hand knowledge of what's really going on, with their line. Because if they don't know, they truly won't understand why things happen to them further on down the line, such as lines breaking off after they have a lot of pressure or have no pressure. They just seem to disintegrate, or where's all this coloring coming from? There's so many things just from spooling a reel that you can learn about. 1, the lines; 2, the reel; 3, the capabilities of the line. Will it actually hold up to tying knots? Will it hold up to a lot of pressure when it says it will and it doesn't? There's a lot of knowledge there. There really is. And for me, being first hands on the reels, on the line, with the machine, it also opens up the doors to learning, will these reels be able to handle this kind of line? Will they be able to do the line capacity the customer's looking for? What abilities will it improve them, or will it hurt them? By jumping up into the line class, will it enable their line capacity to grow, or will it hurt them? These are things that you got to think about when spooling a line and stuff like that. And this is one of the things that we do, is ask our customers, where are you going to fish? How are you going to fish? These are things that we take in consideration when spooling up a reel. A lot of times customers are seeing that we're spooling up reels a certain way, so they start asking questions and or say, hey, I want to do this. And before I start spooling them up, I kind of ask, well, where are you going to fish? How are you going to fish this? Oh, yes, that's a good suggestion. Or no, I really wouldn't do that, and here's the reason why. Now, at the end of the day, the customer is the one that's paying for this. We're putting in the work to get it done, but they're the ones coming out of pocket to pay for it, in up front and in the long run. So if the customers aren't happy with what's going on, then they're not going to be happy in the long run. So these are just food for thought for you and for us as well. When you contact us, try to give us as much information as you can as to what you're going to be doing, how are you going to be doing it, and so forth. So again, guys, this is Team Hard Life Captain, and we are spooling videos. Stay tuned. We've got plenty more. We'll keep rocking and rolling and keep knocking them out.